Cody Rhodes is
He a
returning.
wrestler?
He wrestles. Is returning to Arrow as Derek Sampson.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been months since we
most
saw
likely
this
wrong.
episode, but didn't he get killed at the end of the
I
episode?
don't even remember who he was.
He doesn't die. He was a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I thought they killed him, but maybe not. But
I don't remember.
no one stays dead on any of these DC shows
Dang right
anyway.
about
You'll
So
that.
never
Jesus
grow old,
Christ.
and you'll never die.
Never die.
Some cool news here for both Arrow fans and wrestling fans. Cody Rhodes, a.k.a. wrestling star Cody Rhodes, who once tussled against Stephen Amell in the ring at WWE SummerSlam when he was wrestling under the name Stardust, is returning
name.
Arrow as the villainous Derek Sampson.
ironically, though, that was the name of the drug in the episode.
Yeah, it was. It was cool. I thought it was a good
It was
time.
a good tie-in.
Yeah.
Rhodes was introduced as Sampson back in season 5's third episode, A Matter of Trust. In that episode, he was depicted as a drug dealer peddling Stardust, who transformed into a regenerating supervillain who no longer felt pain. Rhodes will be back for episode 21 of season 5, which will debut near the end of the season in late April, early May. In the meantime, you can check out the rest of Arrow. It's been a good season so far.
It has been.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm an episode behind, but I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like we touched on in our year in review, it's gotten so back to the roots of what made the show great that it's been a knockout. Not every episode, but most of the season.
Yeah.
Prometheus.
I really like Prometheus and who it is. Like that, like the whole reveal thing.
Oh yeah, goodness gracious.
I thought it was the
yeah.
complete difference.
And that's what the writers were counting on. People were thinking. So
And it happened, and I was just like, it took me a second. Like, my mouth was open and everything. Like I was just
Agape. Mouth agape.
like, I'm not an ape.
I said agape.
I'm not an ape.
a great babe.
This is why we need Derek here. He keeps us under control.
Moving on. Game of Thrones Season 7 premiere date officially announced for July.
Winter is coming.
HBO has announced
Later.
that Game of Thrones Season
7.
The 7-episode Season 7 will premiere on Sunday, July 16th at 9 p.m.
Why is winter coming in July?
Now,
Make you feel cold in the heat. Oh, she.
see, she needs a mic. That's why we need to mic her up. Just for those little quips. They did this in a reveal on Facebook.
Which was
Facebook
really
Live.
cool because I
Yeah.
invited you. I didn't think you were into Game of Thrones. I
No,
forgot.
I haven't watched season
But-
6, but
It was really cool, and like I mentioned to you, I think this is some kind of foreshadowing to
Let's explain what the
Okay.
Facebook Live was.
what they had it in a block of ice.
Block of ice.
And every time you wrote in the first live stream, as we've known, HBO had some issues with their live streaming as well as what Nerd Cave deals with. You put fire, and they would shoot these.
Dracarys.
Well, the first one was fire, and then Dracarys was the second one, and then they would shoot two flames to the ice to help it melt.
Yeah, they kept dropping. Like, I think they probably cut the stream to like make it go faster. Like they're just like, it's going so slow, and like they were like burning it more and more. But you know, it makes me feel good inside that we aren't the only ones
Who
that
have issues.
that's had issues in the world of live streaming. And I think Allie's going to pull up a picture of So that was the
what it
block
was
of
of.
ice.
And they would shoot like in the front. There's two like flamethrowers that would shoot out fire, which I thought
don't
was some
say.
kind of foreshadowing to the dragons burning down the wall.
What dragons? There's dragons in the show?
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
spoilers, goodness.
So
I didn't
as
know
you can
that.
see, right there, she's about to show you. That's what the gust of flames looked like, and like I said, I could be completely wrong. I may be like looking into this just a little bit too much, but I think it would be a pretty cool little foreshadow thing where they're just going to destroy the wall because Jon Snow already wants to unite the people outside of the wall with the people inside of the wall, and everybody become friends and happy.
Yeah, but the walls are there to protect them against the White Walkers.
What if they destroy the White Walkers?
Yeah, but you got to kill them first.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
All
then
of
like,
them.
oh, let's destroy our one defense against the ultimate evil.
You never know what's going to happen.
The night that is coming. The Night King.
It's dark and full of terrors.
My watch has ended. But we'll see. I mean, I think it would be a pretty cool story arc as like maybe once the White Walkers, because the White Walkers are already past the wall, aren't they?
No, they're not.
They were coming to the wall.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
I think the wall gets destroyed.
Do you
one way or
think
the
Dale
other.
Earnhardt's with him?
That's
I don't even know what that's a reference to. I probably don't care to know.
Remember when Dale Earnhardt crashed into the wall and died? That's where Zach went.
Where's his mute button?
Ah.
But
That's the quality jokes you get here, guys. Quality jokes. That's what I'm here for.
no boundary is too much.
But I am excited for the new season of Game of Thrones. I'm currently rewatching
It's
it.
like a tire.
And we've gone back off the rails.
I'm currently watching it with my girlfriend, and I'm realizing that it is so hard to rewatch it because I'm reliving all those anger moments I had with Cersei.
But you don't have to wait a whole week.
Sansa. But no, I'm still like, I was like,
Are you on the first season?
yeah.
Oh,
I'm
that's
like,
the worst one.
I was like, I don't know if I could. I was like, Holly, I know I told you I'd watch this with you. I was like, but I don't think I can watch this with you again. She's like, are you serious? I was like, I will watch them, but I was like, I'll be saying how angry I am throughout the entire thing because it's playing on my emotions again.
But how do y'all feel about it being in July? Like, I know it's the middle of summer. Like, no,
It's kind of where it was last year. It started earlier.
I mean,
because
yeah,
it
it
was
starts
longer,
in April, but
because it was longer. But
this will run into August then.
yeah. So I think they're trying to make up. They're trying to get it to end where it normally ends by pushing it back because they're only getting 7 episodes out.
Yeah, I'll say I know it's shorter, and I know they said they had to delay it because before the weather to make it actually accurate for the show. I didn't think it'd be pushed back like 3 months, but it runs the risk of, and I know it premieres later in the evenings, but it runs the risk of because it goes August, you're starting to get into preseason football at that time, and more people are gonna.
I don't think anybody's like. Your Game of Thrones fans are going to watch Game of Thrones. It doesn't matter about preseason football. I'm sorry, preseason football doesn't matter.
Right.
Clearly, I love football. I love Titans. But if they were like, hey, Robbie, we're having a preseason football party. You want to come watch it? And then I'm like, oh, Game of Thrones is coming on. Guess what I'm going to be doing? Ba-dum, ba-da-da-dum,
Yeah.
ba-da-da-dum. And I love football.
What's that song? Is that the Titans song?
Oh my god. Remember the Titans.
Yeah, that 1
But
yard.
no. But I would watch it clearly over preseason football because, I mean, really, the only preseason football game that matters is
Number 3.
Week 3. That's the dress rehearsal for the season. And even then, I would still miss that for Game of Thrones.
Yeah. I don't care anything about it, so there you go. I'm going to watch Game of Thrones.
I am too.
I'm going to make videos for it.
And a lot of football lovers will do the same thing, like
Yeah.
if they like Game of
You
Thrones.
you can always TiVo that thing.
Yeah.
I have to find that interesting that we use TiVo or DVR. DVR is more now.
More well known.
But I brought out TiVo. Brought out that service.
But the other positive, though, is the fact that it's starting in July, not April, is the fact that you can watch, you know, not have to hurry through the new season of House of Cards and do your review.
Exactly.
So.
I'm going to still hurry through House of Cards. I'm going to do it in a day.
Oh, okay.
God, I remember when we did that with
Daredevil. God,
Jesus.
that was hard.
I love Daredevil, but
It's hard to watch anything in one day.
Yeah.
And then make a cohesive product after that.
we were just like,
Daredevil.
we liked it.
Speaking of Marvel, Thor has a new look in Ragnarok. New plot details revealed.
Trying to keep
New
up with
reveal for the upcoming Thor Ragnarok shows that Thor has changed his third solo outing, at least his haircut has anyway. Revealed by Entertainment Weekly cover alongside Thor's shorn locks, we also get a first look at Kate Blanchett's as antagonist Hela and Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie.
Valkyrie, yeah.
This is probably the worst cover that I've ever seen. Like, look at that. Like,
Yeah.
Thor logo.
I know
Like, it
that
looks like...
A Power Rangers ripoff?
it does look like something from like the 80s. Like,
It does.
and like I know the director's wanting to go with like a more colorful, because I know in another picture you see.
I hope that's not the real logo.
I don't think it is. I don't think you'll see that in theaters. I think that's just a gimmick for Entertainment Weekly. But you see in some of the pictures, Thor has the red face paint, and then Jeff Goldblum's character is super colorful with the hair and the blue line going down his face. The reason I think that he's lost Mjolnir and lost his hair is there's some kind of fight where he lost Mjolnir, and then also if you look at like, you know, the samurais, whenever their biggest form of humiliation is when they lose a fight and then they
Cut off
cut
their
the ponytail off. I think that's kind of what might have happened to Thor, is like this big shame fest where he lost his weapon.
Shame fest.
Shame fest.
Like, we should, like, make that a thing.
I'm okay with it.
Shame fest.
And also, they cut his hair there.
Can you scroll down and show Jeff Goldblum?
It looks, just to touch on his look too, it kind of looks like very Gladiator-ish, which kind of ties into how they're doing the Planet Hulk tie
He's
into.
no Russell Crowe.
Oh, I know.
Are you not entertained?
Like, I just remember Russell Crowe from South Park, like, fighting everybody.
Now, he reminds me a little bit of like what the Collector looks
They're
like.
brothers.
They are? Okay.
Yeah, they're brothers.
Like, I've not looked at anything in this, only the pictures, because I'm staying away from everything. But that makes sense to what I was talking about him looking
It looks like a pharaoh, in a way.
Yeah, I'm okay with how he looks. I think Goldblum's going to rock his role.
Goldblum, gold coat.
He's a Ragnarok.
Next week, you're getting a mic.
I literally think we just became best friends, Sally.
Well, let me know in the comments below if you think Thor's going to bomb.
I will let you know that I think it's going to be... honestly, like,
Sound off in the comments.
I know the Thor movies have not been the strongest out of the Marvel group.
Anytime I watch them, I say my eyes are Thor.
I bet you
Oh
do.
my god.
But
here we go again.
Ragnarok, I think, is going to be the best out of all of them.
I mean, it can't get worse than from the Dark World.
Dark World was definitely not my favorite. The first one I liked.
You can only go up.
It's true.
Especially if you got a god that can fly around.
You're
Oh my
right.
god.
But can he fly anymore since he doesn't have the armor?
He's not able to fly when he doesn't have Mjolnir.
He's like a wingless angel.
But I'm really excited to see how he lost his hammer, how he lost his hair.
So do you think this is going to be like a story, like they took Samson out of the Bible and pretty much told it with Thor?
Huh. It could go that
But he
route.
also could be going, like, you know how Rick Riordan's writing about Thor and how he's always losing his hammer. I wonder if he might be taking like an arc out of that or something like that.
I don't know. Maybe.
You never know.
Get closer together here.
Also, sound off in the comments if you think Jeff Goldblum's a terrible actor compared to Hugh Jackman.
Well, anybody compared to Hugh Jackman, except for Vin Diesel, is going to be a bad actor. Like, literally, look at him. Show him one more time.
I like it. I like it.
That's all I was going to say on that. I don't mind you.
Yeah, I don't mind him either. I just had to sound off on that comment you made.
What comment? Me, mate?
No, that when Derek made that and Robbie responded about Jeff Goldblum.
Oh.